Hello to all you guys out there in YouTube land. Yes, it's me, GR, and the t-shirt for today is my Nos Gallon 2020 virtual t-shirt for the virtual challenge. Very proudly wearing this. Did a lovely, just over 5k actually for this, but it's a lovely t-shirt. I love a good event t-shirt. So yeah, proudly sporting the Nos Gallon virtual challenge. Obviously we can't get out and run it together, but it's a fantastic event. It happens every single New Year's Eve in Mountain Ash. Obviously it couldn't happen this year, but it brings in thousands of people. It's brilliantly organised, a fantastic 5k event, and hopefully it returns next year. Purpose of this video is to talk about my 2020 running journey over each month. So I've done January and I've done February. I think they've been posted. This is March. So welcome to March. This is when it all happened. The world changed in March. And for me, it was really a tale of two halves. So looking over at my friendly neighborhood laptop over there, I did 2 park runs in March, and my last park run is right there on the 14th of March. The 14th of March was my last park run. Devastating. I'm now still at 45 park runs, 5 away from 50. Absolutely gutting, but I know there's people in worse situations than me, so just got to wait for those 5 park runs so I can get my 50T. Yay! Looking back, no long runs to speak of. Definitely there was working away. So I was going away. There was a trip to Albury, so there was some treadmill running. I have to admit, I hate treadmill running. I hate it. So never want to do it. And so I did some treadmill running, and that was a real gutting thing. But then, so up until the 14th, there was about 7 runs up until the 14th, which was good. The first week I did about 15 miles. Second week was about 18 miles. Third week, something weird happened. I don't know. There was a massive gap in terms of running. I don't know what happened in the third week. That was 24 miles. And actually, it was literally a weekend running. I didn't do anything during the week. Really weird. Then after the 22nd, that's where things started to happen. I was going out on a daily basis. Ran 5 days out of 7. Got those long runs in, started to move the long runs to a Saturday because there was no park run, so I needed something to do on a Saturday. So those long runs moved to the Saturday with a supportive run on the Sunday. So still doing lots of mileage on the weekend, but it was really about moving that long run to the Saturday. March was really a tale of two halves. What happened before lockdown and then what happened after lockdown. Really weird month in terms of what was going on in the world. But in terms of my running, the last week, that's where it started to really push. And I cranked out 34 miles in that week. The mileage has been going up and up and up progressively. So I'm getting up to some really decent mileage weeks at the end of March. Interestingly as well, the end of March is where I started doing my 5-mile route. I started doing my regular 5-mile route, the route that I've done probably about 100 times this year. It's been something I've done almost on a semi-regular basis. And that first run around that route was about an hour. So I'm really at the moment in March embracing low heart rate training. And I think at this point in March, what I'm actually doing is I'm doing what's called Maffetone training. So I'm using the 180 formula, and if you want to know more information about this, post in the comments and I'll do a video on it. But I'm using the 180 formula to calculate that maximum heart rate, and I'm going out and doing lots of MAF runs. Slow, easy, comfortable runs which aren't taxing on the body and you recover from quite quickly. March was kind of the starting point of the way I trained throughout the whole of 2020. It was that turning point in terms of my running journey. There was very little else to do as well. Very little else in the form of distractions, very little else to take your mind away from it. The total miles for March was 110 miles. So I did that 100 mile month in January, It dipped down in February, and I'm back up to the 100-mile mark for March. So, guys, if you like this series, as I said, like, comment down there if you've got any questions for me about what's going on and how I'm training and how it's working and anything that you've heard during the videos, please pop down there. If you like what you watch, like, share, subscribe, all those lovely goody things. Click the subscribe icon, click the bell to get notifications about my videos, all of that. And this is DR saying peace out, guys. Get out there and do some running. Get out and doing your type of running. And I'm going to share more videos about my experience in terms of running as we are in January. And it is kind of more relevant because lots of people want to start their running journeys. But like, share, subscribe, all those goody things. Get out there and have a safe journey wherever you're heading.